Loyalty has been running like a waterfall. Thought the stars would never let you down, and you keep on thinking.
Hi, my name is Grace Fugis, and this is my show Off Script, where we talk about controversial topics about school. Today I have two people here from Wilmington High School who are seniors.
Monica.
Mark.
And we will be talking about school culture, how it is to be a senior, and more. So my first question is, how do you guys like the new freshmen that are here?
I don't know any freshmen at all.
Really?
I mean, like, for me, I'd say that I've met a couple of them. They're alright. I mean, I feel like it's just any other graduating class, so.
I like them. I think they're pretty cool, only because I know two people that have younger siblings in that grade, but they can be annoying. What advice would you give them?
You don't need A's to pass your classes, but passing your classes is also really easy. Just do your work and study for your tests. B's and C's are passing the class. As long as you're doing everything you're supposed to, you'll be fine.
I'd say just be yourself. This is high school. This is your time to explore who you are and how to interact with the world around you. So,
How would you go about making friends as a freshman?
Just be open to talk to anyone. Don't be afraid to go up to a lunch table with other people and be like, hey, can I sit with you guys? Or if you're sitting next to someone new in class, turn over to them and say, hi, I'm so-and-so, what's your name? Just get your name out, introduce yourself, and talk to new people.
I mean, for me, like, how I would view is that, like, you kind of, like, should, like, network almost like what Monica said. Like, there's nothing wrong with meeting new people, and there's nothing wrong with going outside your comfort zone. Having new friend groups, meeting new people is perfectly okay, especially here at high school.
Okay. Would you guys say that clubs and sports are a good way?
Absolutely, yeah. I came into Wilmington as a freshman when a lot of people were here like prior in middle and elementary school. And a big way that I introduced myself to people was through clubs like Scholastic Bowl. That's how I met a lot of my friends that I have today.
I'd really say so too. I mean, I think I met you through Scholastic Bowl, right?
Yep.
Is that the only clubs that you guys are in?
I'm also on math team.
Math team? Okay. How do you guys like it? Math team and Scholastic Bowl?
They're pretty fun. They're not like intense like football or basketball or whatever, and it gives you a lot of time to communicate with other people in your school. You're like socializing is a very big part of these clubs in terms of like what you're going to be doing.
I mean, they're very academically focused, but going off of what you said, they are very much socially focused. You kind of need to have and need to develop these long-term friendships, and I feel like that's a really good skill to have, not only just in here, but in the world as well.
Okay, that's good to know. Do you feel like these places are inclusive for you and everyone's super nice?
Yeah, I would say so. The people that I'm friends with are fairly nice. I don't like communicating with people that I don't like, so I mean, I'm mainly just surrounded by positive people.
I'd say so too.
Okay, I would agree with that as well. Do you think it's different first and second semester for your clubs?
For senior year?
Yeah.
Well, for Scholastic Bowl and math team, they're both second semester. We don't really do anything first semester, so.
For math team especially, everything's kind of second semester, first semester only. Didn't we only do like sign up first semester?
Yeah, I think there was one practice first semester.
Yeah.
How do you guys feel like transitioning from first to second semester is different senior year than any other years?
Second semester is like, by then, most people already know what they're gonna do. Like starting second semester, I'm already admitted into a college. I know what I'm going to be doing after I'm graduating. So it's like senioritis is a thing, I feel, where I'm still getting everything done, but like you have less motivation to do so. So you have to work harder to make sure that you're not falling behind.
I mean, for me, it really is like the gravity of the fact that I'm graduating. I'm going to be leaving here, and it's just the realization that I'm going off to a new place, and that really hits hard. I mean, like, I've had so many influential experiences here that's kind of crazy to think that, like, I'm just not going to be here anymore. I'm probably going to be in a different country, different state, different town. So, I mean, along with like senioritis. I mean, but I think that's honestly hitting all of us. So.
Yeah, definitely. So do you feel like second semester is harder due to senioritis?
Not necessarily. Like the difficulty is like the same. It's just the motivation that makes things. I guess in a sense it makes it harder.
I really agree with that. I mean, the content's the same. It's just your motivation is different. So.
Yeah, I definitely feel like that too. Like senioritis, like it makes me not want to go to school. I don't skip school. I'm sick a lot though. Have you guys been doing anything different this year? Has anybody maybe invited you to parties or more outings? Since we're all seniors and we're trying to make the most of it.
I think what separates this like seniors from the previous 3 years, and I see this like with every year from when I've been in high school, is that towards like the start of senior year and throughout senior year, you kind of get to know everyone. Like freshman year, you know, you kind of get into your cliques, and then sophomore and junior year, it kind of like maybe grows a bit more. And then senior year, everyone, I mean, it's a smaller school as well, but everyone kind of really knows each other. So even if I'm not well versed with other people, I can still go up to like anyone and be like, oh hey, what's up?
Okay.
I mean, going off of what you said, there's definitely that increased sense of community, and I feel like that's really a thing because we're so close to graduating, going on our different paths. So why not enjoy the community that we have?
I feel you. Do you feel everyone is accepting in school and open to new friendships, just like you guys are?
I wouldn't say everyone, but I think most people are at this point. Like, it starts off with only a small amount of people that want to like get to know everyone, and then as time goes on, it's more people, but then there's still going to be outliers who kind of want to stick to themselves, which is perfectly okay.
I definitely agree with you. I mean, of course not everyone's going to be the exact same type of friendly and outgoing, but that's okay as long as they're not being cruel or mean to others in that process.
Okay, I agree with you guys too. And talking about openness and everything, it is Black History Month. Happy Black History Month from me. Do you feel like minorities and the LGBTQ plus communities are big here, and are they represented well?
No. It's a small school, majority white, I'd say, so there's not much representation in terms of race, and in terms of like queer people, I feel like that's an even smaller percentage. Because I'm, like personally myself, I'm queer, but then I don't really know, I think maybe like 3 other people in this entire school that I have like similar-ish experiences with. Overall, I'd say acceptance is okay, but in terms of diversity, it's kind of limited.
I mean, as a Latino myself, I mean, I can kind of attest to that. There's only like 10 Latino kids in this entire school. I'm trying to think.
I think so.
Yeah, 10-ish.
And even less Black kids,
Yeah.
even less queer kids, I hear.
Yeah, and I mean, I've noticed that many people are accepting of who I am. I haven't gotten any racist comments or anything concerning like that. But I noticed that not only is there almost a lack of curiosity or like just inquisitiveness into the experiences that we have, but also there's just not much diversity and representation. But I mean, I'm not trying to justify it all but my mind goes back to like we're a small school in the first place, so there's only so much representation we can get. That does not mean that there shouldn't be representation in the first place.
Definitely. Are you both like a part of any minority groups? Like, are you part of the LGBTQ?
Yeah, I'm queer.
I mean, for me, I'm not queer, but I mean, I am an ally. I mean, I'm Latino, so.
Okay. And do you feel like any teachers or students have given you a hard time for that? I know you said that you didn't get any racist comments, which is great.
In terms of students, from the very beginning of starting school, I tried to distance myself from people who I think would be like that. So I'm really only surrounded by other students who are accepting. And then in terms of teachers, they're all very nice.
That's good. No one dead names you or anything?
No.
Good.
I mean, like, do I think attitudes might lead to people acting different towards me? I mean, of course. But I mean, as I said before, I haven't gotten like pushed or like beaten or like called like any slurs. So I mean, like honestly, when I thought like about Wilmington before I moved here and after, I mean, that's honestly a big plus in my book, if I have to say so.
That's good. Do you feel like there are a lot of allies here?
I would say so, yeah.
I'd say so too.
And as an ally, how do you feel like other allies should be towards different communities, especially minorities?
I mean, of course, accepting. I mean, showing your allyship is the biggest thing of being an ally, of course. I mean, that's not just saying, "Oh, I support you," but also understanding what they go through and helping out. Sometimes being an ally requires being a friend, being a person to talk to, being someone to lean on in hard times.
Do you agree with that?
I do, but I mean, in a simpler sense, I think if someone's an ally to me, they just gotta respect who I am, and then that's it. Like, you don't have to like associate with me if you don't want to. Just let me be the person that I am, and then I'm happy with that.
Okay. And if people were getting bullied for something like that, do you think allies should speak up about it and not be bystanders?
If you see someone being bullied and you're not doing anything about it, then you're someone who's taking part in that bullying. You don't have to go above and beyond, like go out of your way to help other people, but if you see something, it's important to say something.
I agree.
I mean, I definitely agree with that too. Someone to lean on. That's more what I mean, instead of like actually going out of your way. Sometimes even preventing bullying, or sometimes even being who you are could be a vital thing for someone else.
Definitely. And do you feel like bullying is a big school issue for us?
I don't see anyone being like bullied to their face. I mean, I'm sure there's like name calling and whatever behind people's backs and whatever, but in terms of like people experiencing things firsthand, I feel like that's pretty rare at this school, actually.
I definitely agree too.
Okay, that's good to know. And just hearing all of this, do you think our school culture is good? Like our school pride, especially with like people showing up to games and clubs and seeing everything, and not just the football team, but caring about other sports and clubs as well?
I'd definitely say there's a lot of school pride at this school. Like when we have homecoming week and there's dress-up days, there's always a lot of people participating. When it's purple and white day on Fridays, you always see people wearing purple. People show up to games all the time. It's mostly football games. I know like the difference between the amount of people that show up to football games versus like the girls' basketball games and volleyball games and whatever. There's a big difference there, but there's still a lot of people showing up to show their support for the school.
Definitely.
I mean, about school culture in general, from what I've experienced, of course, I would say that most people are generally like amicable here and friendly towards each other, and I feel like that's a really, honestly, almost rare trait. I hate to say that, but that almost is a rare trait, especially in our society, and I feel like we really should cultivate more of that and really appreciate more of that, you know?
Definitely. And being here at this school, do you feel like us not having our phones is good for our social interaction and with that?
I've noticed that since phones have been banned in class, people get their work done way quicker. I think, but you said in terms of communicating with other people, I would say so as well. You're kind of forced to talk to the people around you in class rather than going on your phone and texting someone you already know. Now you can talk to someone new, which is good, I think.
I mean, along with, you know, if I had to put it, people focusing on schoolwork, I've noticed that like the threat of like cyberbullying or like just using like the phones to harass people has been removed pretty much completely. So that is definitely a major plus.
Definitely. I feel like even I get my work done quicker without my phone, because I used to always be on it, not gonna lie. But knowing all this, how do you feel about graduating soon? Like, are you sad? Are you anxious, excited?
I think it's a little upsetting that there's a lot of people that I've grown to know over the past 4 years that I'm probably never going to see again. But at the same time, there's a lot more people I'm probably going to meet in the future. So I'd say overall, I'm pretty excited for graduating and moving on with my life.
For me, it's definitely going to be bittersweet because I know that like it's going to be sweet because I mean I completed a major milestone in my life, of course, but I mean it's going to be bitter because there's so many people I've known and been friendly with and have done so much things with that now we all go.
Yeah. It is going to be a little sad for me too, but I feel like graduating is going to open me up to more spaces, especially with like more diversity, and I feel like it'll be great to learn more about people and not just be in a space where there are really a small amount of queer and minority kids. What do you want to do after graduation?
For me, I'm going to JJC for political science, and then after 2 years, I'll be transferring to a 4-year university. And then after I graduate, I'm going to continue my job that I currently do in political commentary and evaluation.
I mean, of course, nothing's set in stone, at least for me. But I mean, I was thinking of going at the very least out of state to pursue a degree in engineering. So
I know a lot of people in engineering right now, and they're saying that they really like it. It is hard work, but they're pushing through for the money at the end. Will you miss high school? Will you miss it a lot? Like 1 out of 10, how do you feel about that?
10 being missing it a lot, 1 not at all.
Yeah.
I'd probably say like 5 to 6. I'm like in between. I'm ready to step forward in my life, but then also, you know, there's definitely some things that I'll miss. But I feel like in terms of like friendship, if there's people I'm really close with, there's nothing stopping me from still communicating with them after school finishes.
I mean, I'd say like 6 to 7.
That's hilarious.
I mean, on a serious note, on a serious note, I'd say like 6 to 7 because this school has actually been really influential for kind of helping me get out of my shell because it's actually helped me realize that before I moved here, I was kind of in a shell of like my own. I really only had like one friend group before I moved here, and it was kind of like limited. And I realized like over here, like I don't have to limit myself to just one friend group or clique. I mean, and I realized that I can be myself. I don't have to like view myself in a lens of like, who am I compared to this other person or this other person or this other person? And I mean, there's so many people, I've said before, I've kind of like grown up with. It's going to be really bittersweet. You know, that's the word that I'd use.
Definitely, I understand that. While in college, what are you guys gonna be doing? Do you think you're gonna be more in the books, or do you think you're gonna branch out more? Maybe even like party, go to clubs, you know?
I've never really been the partying person, so probably not. But I think I'll definitely try and join more clubs to get to know more people, because I feel like for like colleges and stuff, it's harder to make friends with just your classes alone. You have to take that extra step to branch out, but that's something I'm definitely willing to do.
Greek life, hands down.
No Greek life?
I'm just joking, but I mean, like, I'm definitely going to join more clubs and activities and probably do some work study just in order so I can branch out. I at the very least hope that I'll go to like parties. Who knows? Maybe I might join a frat.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, ISU has really great Greek life, I've heard. You know, go Fiji. But how would you guys describe, like, maybe even the cliques here? Do you think, like, if you weren't more like reclusive about like partying, you'd go out more with people around here?
I definitely love to, like, if given the opportunity to hang out with more people that I don't usually hang out with, but I'm still not really the person that would party if I was invited. But like if someone says, hey, you want to go to, I don't know, like McDonald's or something, I'm like, okay, yeah, sure. But then, do you want to come here for the Halloween party? I'm going to say no.
I mean, I definitely am kind of like that too, and I mean, like, frankly, I think that's the reason why we've like bonded a lot. I mean, yeah, and but I mean, I'm not just like a party person. That doesn't mean I won't go to parties. That doesn't mean I'm not. That doesn't mean I'm not like friendly with those who do party. But I mean, that's just not me. And I mean, I realize that that's okay. We're all different, so.
Definitely. Do you guys ever see yourselves leaving state and moving out to travel and not just to relocate?
My plan was always to move up toward just a little bit to Chicago, but I'd still love to go out and visit other places for sure.
I mean, for me, I love visiting other places. I've always wanted to visit the world to see what could lie for me out there. And there's a good chance that I'll like go out of state, like especially for college. And as I said before, that's why I think like I'm kind of having like I kind of have like a more significant reaction towards graduating, because there's a good chance there's a chance that like this could be my last time like living in Illinois.
Oh, definitely. I know you're doing engineering. I've heard that MIT has a really good engineering program. So you could think about that, maybe, or if you're going to JJC to transfer out afterwards. So, and you're doing political stuff. I went to Girls State over the summer, and they did that Washington, D.C. thing where they sent people over there.
Yeah.
I hear it's like a great place to open up politically, like with, you know, your jobs.
From my Boys and Girls Nation, it's like a treasure trove of opportunities. You get to meet like real senators.
Yes.
Yeah, photo ops with the president, which
Yeah.
is, I mean, regardless of what you think about the president,
That's really cool.
yeah, that is cool. That is cool.
Maybe think about that. So, since you guys said that you would actually miss like coming back here and like staying here, will you think you're gonna be coming back for a reunion if we ever have one?
It would depend on how far in the future it is. Like if it's a 10-year reunion, probably. I think it also depends on who would ask me. Like if it's someone I already know, like I'm friends with, and they're asking me to go, then I know they're going, so I'll have someone I like to like talk to while I'm there.
Yeah.
But like, it just depends, I think.
I mean, I'd go to like, frankly, like any high school reunion that isn't like a one-year high school reunion or something like that.
Yeah.
But I mean, the reason why I go is because I find it interesting to see how our lives would like play out and kind of just see how everyone is doing it. You know what I mean? Just kind of see how we're impacting the world, and impacting the people around us.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'd love to come back to a reunion and see who's bald.
Oh.
That's my main thing. But that's all the questions I have for today. Thank you, Monica and Mark, for joining me on Off Script today, and goodbye.